G'day guys, Pete here from Ace Creative, and it's so fantastic for you guys to join me again. My channel is really going well, all thanks to you guys, so thank you. My goal this year is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, so if you like this content, as always, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, do the like thing, put some comments in the videos. It really makes a big difference to me, and I really genuinely enjoy hearing your thoughts. So my last video was about a vintage 28mm lens, and I got a very interesting comment in the comments that I didn't say what brand it was, and that's because it really doesn't have one. It's like a generic Promua lens or something like that. Just it was a generic lens, but you guys seem to really enjoy that video, so I've decided to do another. Now I've had this lens for a little while. Yes, I'm using the X-T1 again because I love it, but I'm using the Pentax, there's the brand, the Pentax 50mm 1.7. I had the opportunity recently, let's see if that focuses. Hit and miss as always. Does it work? We'll find out. The Pentax 50mm 1.7. And it's a beautiful little lens. I had the opportunity to take it out recently on a little bit of a quick adventure out on Brisbane's cane fields between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and I always love going out there because I always find something new and something different, and this time did not fail, so you'll see those pictures fairly shortly. Just a thought about vintage lenses that really occurred to me yesterday is when they were made, certainly the primes, the 50mm primes, opened really wide. It's not uncommon to see 50mm 1.7s or 1.4s open really wide because obviously the film most people used only went up to 400, ISO 400 or 800, sometimes 1000. Really not that, not like the latitude that we have today with digital cameras. So there was obviously that need to get more light into the film. So what that really created a situation was the lenses were used for a lot of low light situations. Little cameras, mirrorless like this one here, with a vintage lens. Actually opens up a whole lot more opportunities. So what do I mean by that? On an SLR, if you were to, on a bright day, open the lens up to f1.7 or 1.4 or really wide, you're going to get a really blown out picture. You just don't have the shutter speed to cope with that amount of light. So a lot of the pictures that you see on film are quite a long depth of field. With these digital cameras, with mirrorless and these vintage lenses, you'd really have the opportunity to take really shallow depth of field photos, like really shallow, and we'll see one or two pictures on this camera how shallow the depth of field is, like it's razor thin in really bright light situations. This manually, or the mechanical shutter on this goes up to 4000. On my X-T3 I can have an electric shutter that's even faster than that. It's insane. So really in bright light situations there's nothing stopping you from still having some really shallow depth of field photos, which is exciting. It's something that when these lenses were made was never anticipated. Obviously you can still do that with with modern lenses. It's just I find it interesting being able to adapt an old lens to a new situation for a result that was never really anticipated for. So that's been really fun. This lens itself is a fairly common kit lens. To be honest, I don't remember buying it. I did buy it, probably bought it off Gumtree and probably got it for cheap. Wide open, that depth of field is really shallow, but after f5.6 it's it's probably rolling through right now. So the Pentax 50mm 1.7, it's a lovely little lens. It's quite a light little setup. If you look at the lens without the adapter, it's very small. Very small. The adapter makes up half the setup, but it works really quite well. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Enjoyed the little adventure with me as well. I took some shots over a couple of days and really quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed the result, and I hope you guys did too. If you guys use vintage lenses on your mirrorless cameras, let me know. As always, whatever shot you like, or if you didn't like, let me know in the comments as well. I always appreciate hearing your thoughts. As always, guys, Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned, hit the like and subscribe. Love God, love others, and take time to listen.